Vlad III was a prince of Wallachia. He lived and fought in the 15th century. He is better known today as Vlad the Impaler. The name came from his brutal methods of rule and warfare. He was born around 1431 in the fortified town of Sighisoara, Transylvania. His life was a constant struggle for power and survival. He died in winter 1476 or early 1477, likely in battle. Many link him to the vampire Count Dracula. But the real man was a complex medieval ruler, a warlord defending a small realm against larger empires. This is his story. His homeland, the Principality of Wallachia, small and volatile, located by the Carpathian Mountains and the Danube River. To the north and west, Transylvania and the Kingdom of Hungary. To the south, Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II consolidating power. Wallachia as a critical buffer state, a land crossed by armies, merchants, spies. Vlad belonged to the House of Draculesht, son of Vlad II. Dracul, a member of the Order of the Dragon. Dracula means son of the dragon. His childhood was turbulent. He and his brother Radu were sent as political hostages to the Ottoman court. There he learned Ottoman culture, language, and military tactics. That experience shaped his view of his greatest enemy, his life, fierce defense of Wallachian independence. Wallachia in the 15th century was a small state with limited resources. Its population was likely only a few 100,000 people, tiny compared to the sprawling Ottoman Empire or the Kingdom of Hungary. The Principality's economy was primarily agricultural. Farming, livestock, and the rich resources of its forests. Trade was also vital, with routes to the Black Sea, particularly along the Danube. This trade brought wealth and made Wallachia a target for powers seeking taxes and control. Wallachia could not field a massive standing army. The prince relied on levies called when needed. For a major campaign, Vlad might muster 10 to 20,000 men. Castles were the backbone of medieval defense, absolutely essential for a small principality like Wallachia. They served as administrative centers, military garrisons, and symbols of power. Fortresses let few hold off many. They controlled passes, river crossings, and trade routes. For Vlad, castles were the stone anchors of his rule, havens, staging points for raids, and final redoubts. Two castles define his reign, Poenari and Târgoviște. Poenari perched above the Argeș Gorge. Vlad rebuilt it into a formidable stronghold. Small, hard to access, no place for a grand siege. It served as treasury, prison for traitors, and final refuge. Târgoviște, the fortified capital, court, church, and imposing Chindia Tower. Vlad the Impaler was a masterful, unconventional commander. He could not win pitched battles against vast Ottoman armies. He relied on terrain and psychology. His doctrine blended guerrilla warfare, scorched earth, and terror. Forests, swamps, and mountains became his weapons. Ambushes struck columns, then vanished into the wild. In 1462, during Mehmed II's invasion, Vlad led a night raid. Disguised as Ottomans, he rode into the camp to kill the Sultan. He failed to slay Mehmed, but sowed panic and disruption. Impalement was punishment, and terror as policy. He used it on prisoners, criminals, and treacherous boyars. A forest of stakes shattered enemy morale. Scorched earth denied food and water to invaders. Ottoman columns stretched thin, hungry, and sick. Harried by raids, they withdrew despite superior numbers. Vlad's reign was a war on multiple fronts, his chief enemy, the Ottoman Empire. They demanded tribute. Vlad refused and raided across the Danube. Battles raged along the Danube, in forests, and on the plains. He faced Hungary too, sometimes ally, often rival. The passes became contested gateways. Third Front, the boyar aristocracy resisting centralization. Rival clans courted Hungarian or Ottoman backing. Vlad's purges answered betrayal that weakened the realm. In Romania, he is remembered as a fierce defender of independence. 2 marriages shaped his alliances. First, a Wallachian noblewoman. Sources differ on her identity. The marriage secured local boyar support. Second, Justina Celiagi, cousin to King Matthias Corvinus, binding Vlad to Hungary for political backing. Abroad, Saxon pamphlets cast him as a sadistic tyrant. Centuries later, Bram Stoker fused name and myth. Today he is debated: warlord, patriot, tyrant, defender. The son of the dragon endures. History beyond simple good versus evil.